Shido gets his goal stolen from him, Bado ends up scoring, and Loki is still on fraud watch. All the while, Karasu is playing towards his strength, being a cam, because he can't get anywhere else being anything else. Blue Lock Chapter 342 has released. Let's go over it. So the chapter starts with the last one left off, with the ball going to Shido, and Shido summoning Satan on the field. Yes, once again, we ask the question, what is Blue Lock even about? Isagi asks, Karasu is using Shido as a weapon, with Shido saying, here we go, the bottle is popping, with the narrator saying the unpredictable link up between Karasu and Shido. The pent-up demon bears his fangs. We then cut to Isagi running with Charles running right next to him, with Charles saying with a smile on his face, it's here. Shido is here. The Neo-Egoist League, since we were on the same team, I can feel it. As we see the PXG team from the Neo-Egoist League with Loki, Karasu, Shido, and Charles, Charles continues by saying a combination with Karasu is heating up, as Shido continues to run down the field. As he manages to get by two French defenders, Karasu says, before Hugo comes, I will finish this with a fast break. According to my analysis, no matter where Shido is, he stays true to himself, a living creature of strength and fear. He's an existence that radiates such indiscriminate energy, as we see Shido and his demon pass the ball to Hiyori, as Karasu continues by saying people who are around him cannot help but be influenced by it. So you either change yourself to match Shido or you oppose him. There is no other way to communicate with him. A demon whose ego is being tested. We then cut to Isagi in the next page thinking about what Karasu is doing with Shido, with him saying, thinking back on it, I was never able to make a chemical reaction with Shido. Is it because I adapt too much to the opponent? Because he's a balanced, independent player? No, it's not that. It's because I'm trying to devour my opponent to go for the goal myself. But Karasu is different from me. No matter who the opponent is, he manages an easy to maintain distance. By moving closer or pulling away, he can respect or deny. The unique mentality of not being swayed by Shido's influence pierces through at this stage as Karasu receives the ball from Hiyori. Shido's intense demands and imagery in order to link up with him, that's a feat only I can pull off, because I'm more cold and detached than anyone else. It's not that I particularly like that side of myself though, as Gavin sees Shido and says, oh crap, from the blind spot? We then cut to the next page of Karasu passing the ball back to Shido, with him saying using Shido as his piece, Karasu will win against Isagi. Okay. A winning path for a change in power. Can you believe this guy? With Shido saying all that's left is a simple job. Smash it in. But just then in the next page, the pace merchant, Loki, manages to catch up to that of Shido in the flow and everything, with Loki saying, I already know about your perversion, since I was formerly your master. With Karasu saying, no way, he already caught up? With Shido saying, you're goddamn fast, Loki. But this doesn't deter Shido. In fact, it hypes him up even more, as Loki tries to stop him, a 50-50 split-second heat. Whoever touches the ball first reaches ecstasy. But just then, right before either of them is able to touch the ball, none other than Bado shows up and poaches the ball from him, with Bado saying, it's you, you explosive bastard, taking Isagi's place. As Bado shoots the ball in a beautiful double spread, I'm becoming Blue Lock's new king, as the ball goes in the goal. And just like that, Bado Shohei ties the game 2-2 against France, with the commentator saying he hunted it down. Shohei Bado super goal. The commentator continuing saying a lightning fast counter from that of Shido, as we see Audio try to run in a glam style towards Bado, and Aiku cheering him on, with Isagi standing there thinking about what just happened. Isagi saying he cut me off because I was useless, with Bado saying to Shido, if you're mad, try devouring me back, with Isagi saying the double joker, handed right to him. He took the most annoying formation and managed to devour it, with Shido saying that's impressive, but that's some poaching ass shit, with Shido basically saying you poached my shit. It's kind of hilarious. And on the very next page, Karasu says, that's it, keep it coming. I'm the one who will run the show now, acting like he's the one who scored. With Isagi thinking to himself, is it possible that the team with him on it is stronger than me being at number 1? Is my place on the field disappearing? Blue Lock is being stolen away by Karasu. Think, dude, like, that's your whole shtick. Adapt. It's not that hard. We then cut to the French sideline with Rodin talking to that of Hugo and Loki, with him asking, come here for a second. If we lose here, is that really a U20 World Cup caliber team? With Hugo saying, nah, I don't think that at all. Loki doesn't finish his goals when he's supposed to, and Loki responds, Hugo's passes suck. His passes are bad. Roden then says, it's a formation change. Be more bold and aggressive. Show me your talent. With both Loki and Hugo agreeing, with the bottom text saying Vivian Hugo knows. And on the final page of Blue Lock chapter 342, we see that next chapter is going to be a backstory between Hugo and Loki, with Hugo saying, in the same era, in the same country, meeting Julian Loki was my destiny. I know that. As the commentator states, two people who were meant to be drawn together. And that concludes this chapter. Karasu, you're in for a rude awakening. I wish Shido would have scored. Kind of mad about that. And Isagi, just adapt, dude. That's all you got to do. This comeback is going to be absolutely insane. All in all, a pretty decent chapter, to say the least. They tied the score, and Loki's still a pace merchant. And Ren is nowhere to be seen. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. But let me know what you all thought about the chapter down below. And what do you expect for the next chapter?